you social distance, if you engage in these basic practices, you are interrupting the flow of the pathogens to our society. You are part of a superorganism, as I argued it in my book. You're part of a collective that's engaged in battle with this virus. And you do your part.
Just put a fine point on that recommendation, because this is advice that I have taken as of 2 days ago. So we decided to pull our girls out of school on Friday. So spring break is not for 3 more weeks, but we're starting now, and we're going to homeschool them, and just to wait and see what happens, right? Because it just seemed like the school was the weak link in our world, and we have at least one person in our family who's got chronic lung disease who really can't afford to get this virus. So we decided we're just going to pull up the drawbridge, and we're now going to practice fairly extreme social distancing. We're not going to restaurants. I cut all travel. The TED conference is probably going to get canceled anyway. On the 27th of February, I pulled out of everything I was supposed to do, and we're just going to lie low. But I'm kind of expecting this is going to be a fairly long experiment in social distancing. And I'm wondering whether I just pulled my girls out of school for the rest of the year here. But
let me reply to that. If, in fact, your girls were going to be pulled out of the school for the whole year, you just added a couple of weeks to pulling them out, and those weeks would have been the wisest weeks in the whole period.
Right. Yeah, so, I've been following your tweets, and I took them to heart. Frankly, I felt a little late, and the only thing standing between me and doing it several days earlier was just a sense of social stigma. It's like I didn't want to be the first.
And you don't want to be alarmist. Right?
Okay, I'm going to practice a little on skill 1.
But everyone's feeling some version of that. They're feeling paranoid and yet ineffectual even when they're taking steps which seem fairly extreme.
But the thing is, but what I want to emphasize is that it's not, it's like so much else in society polarized, dichotomized, people think in terms of dichotomy. There are shades of behavior. So we are not, I don't want anyone listening to this podcast to think that you and I think that people need to, go to the woods to a bunker.
God damn it.
What I'm saying is that there's a shade, there's a range of behavior from proceed as if there's no epidemic and go about your business, no social interactions, to total social isolation, sail off on a sailboat or something, whatever. And in between, so what I'm recommending is adopt some simple practices already in place that will reduce your own personal risk and help our society. Don't shake hands, wash your hands several times a day, or happy birthday twice. Avoid all non-essential travel and meetings. Do those things that help the society, and no more than we do what you really like. That's a reasonable solution.
Yeah, the other way to think about it is just probabilistically. If there are 1,000 ways we might get this thing, if you cut out 900 of them, you reduce your risk by 90%. And as you say, you block that path through society with all the people you're in contact with. So the reason why most people can't do that, the health argument is straightforward. It's just an economic and social argument.
Yeah, but come on. I'm not saying that people, the things I was recommending did not include stay home. Yeah. But what I'm saying is things we could do right now are non-essential travel, non-essential meetings, hand washing, avoid handshaking.
Oh, I knew it.
Anything that can be done from home probably should be done from home, right? And many companies work telecommute, and I would imagine many have not pulled the trigger on that yet as a matter of policy.
Yes, that's right. That's exactly right. And, and also in the past, let's say you shop for food 3 times a week. Now might be a time to consolidate, your shopping places a little.
Fuck.
There's different sorts of ways to manage your life.
Oh my God.
For a while until you see what's happening. That's correct. And I don't see that as alarming. I think that's just common sense. It doesn't require you to put your
Okay, going to skill 2.
Right. So a related question there is just, what about panic? And
panic is bad.
what alarms me is that when government is clearly, like in any of these press conferences, when the purpose is transparently to reassure without actually giving good information. If they're just trying to dampen panic, that is, in the uncanny valley of reassurance, and it actually is just frankly alarming to see people obfuscating for the purpose of dampening emotional arousal. So I think the government and scientists speak about this. Panic and the reality of social contagion is also really foreign.
Yeah, I think we were thinking about it. We think that, I was trying to make sure that we gave factual information, that was balanced, that I was undetermined. And I hope that it not be alarmist and goes out and gave factual information in a balanced way. That's my objective. And the listeners and people will realize that. But we have very sober-minded scientists who speak in rational ways. For example, Dr. Anthony Fauci. And these are the sorts of people that if I were president, I would be putting before the public. These people will sort of like the military forces. The generals that speak, they may be misinformed, they may not know everything, but they speak in measured, serious ways about the matters of military operations.
Oh, dude.
And I think that's what we need right now. And I think we have those people in our government and in our society, and I think we should be listening to them and we should be allowing them to speak.
It would be a related benefit to social distancing if we had a new norm around how people behave when they were sick with anything infectious, like a cold or a flu. People simply did not go to work sick. That would exert an evolutionary pressure on all these bugs to become less symptomatic, right?
Well, I mean, that's another thing relatedly that we should be doing in our society. If you don't have an essential health problem, you should not be seeking medical care right now. Not only because you don't want to go to a healthcare and be exposed to other people, but in order to unburden the healthcare system. What the Chinese did, which is unbelievable, is they moved 50% of their medical care online. Anyone that just needed a prescription refill, for example, they just started doing that online. You don't have to go to your doctor to get your heart rate.
God, come on. My second jump just failed.
Other stuff that's more important. And it reduces the risk of exposure, mixing, the social mixing, especially with patients. So people listening to this, they should say, I don't need to, if I'm not seriously ill or I have routine healthcare stuff, I should help my country by not seeking medical care right now. Now is not the time to do that.
Yeah, but the point I was making is that if social distancing was a norm whenever people got sick, personally, if you just didn't go to work when sick, that would exert evolutionary pressure on all these bugs, whether bacteria or viruses. They mitigate their symptoms so that, like colds wouldn't be as bad if you only spread them when they were truly almost undetectable, from your point of view. So, what do you do with the fact, though, that it seems that people are infectious prior to being symptomatic? Perhaps for someone like 2 weeks, not being infected.
No, I don't think it's that long. I mean, we don't know yet exactly. That's still unknown. There's 2 epidemiologically relevant facts here. There's something known as the incubation period. That's from the time
Come on.
when you're symptomatic.
It's trying to jump.
There's something known as the latent period.
Okay, let's try skill 3 now. I think I'm getting better at this.
And the difficulty is if the latent period ends before the incubation period ends. In other words, if you transition to being infectious before you transition to being symptomatic. We don't know for a fact yet whether asymptomatic coronavirus patients can transmit the disease, and if so, for how long.
Oh, dude, fucking fail. Yeah, this control setup is not good.
People are out there spreading the disease without, so they can't even use their own symptoms as a heuristic for staying at home.
What do you see as the possibility of taking extreme steps of the sort that China or even Italy
Oh my God.
take at this point to contain the spread in any given city or any given region?
Well, I don't think it's culturally or politically viable for us to do what the Chinese have done. I don't know how similar we are to the Italians. My understanding of the authority that governments of our states have is, I don't know what the federal authorities are, but I'm sure the state governments have authority to basically shut stuff down right? The power of quarantine exists in our society.
Fuck.
Like, I'm not a legal expert, so I don't know the details of where those powers are vested and how they're enforced. But, you know, I can imagine that there would be a lot of political will to do something if the situation got really bad. You know, there would be checkpoints on roads, reduce transit. The president can order the flights not to fly, you know, and this has been modeled. Internal restrictions on air traffic have been modeled as a way to control the epidemic. So I don't know. I can't forecast what will happen, but I do believe the government at multiple levels has the authority to do something, as it should. You know, as a society, if we're trying to confront this, we need to do it in a more cooperative way.
There's a point that I think we might have made, although perhaps we dropped it, in differentiating this from influenza. From everything we know, coronavirus is more infectious than influenza.
Difficult to measure, so that the typical R0, or actually more precisely something called the effective reproductive rate, which is the number in a steady state, the number of new cases for every old case, is people are estimating 2 and 4.
Trying to turn around.
Exactly how it is. And just to be clear, that number is related to the intrinsic properties of the virus, but it's not solely determined by that. So, for example, the transmission rate of a pathogen depends, for example, on the extent of social mixing. If I suddenly obliged everyone to sit in a prison cell, if one person got sick, they wouldn't transmit it to anyone else. Yeah. So it's something about how we're organized socially that determines the RE, the effective reproductive rate. And so we estimate right now that it's, you know, around between 2 and 4.
Rate of effectiveness.
The Chinese, at the beginning of the epidemic, there was a nice paper that was just written by a group of Chinese scholars in collaboration with some investigators at the Harvard School of Public Health. At the beginning of the epidemic, if I'm remembering these numbers correctly, they estimated the effective reproductive rate at around 3.8. So for every sick person, 3.8 new sick people were created. But because of their social engineering in China, where they, as we discussed earlier, have this incredible quarantine basically nationwide, they have driven that down to like below 1. And when you get the number below 1, that's when the epidemic peters out. Because each cases aren't replacing themselves.
What about the prospect that this is essentially always going to be with us, you know, once it's a pandemic?
Yes, that's going to happen.
So if it's always with us and it's much worse than flu, and I mean flu, we need a new flu vaccine every year because the old one didn't do the trick.
Right.
It's mutated. What's the rational picture of the future if in fact this just keeps
Okay.
and mutating?
It's time. Back to 4.
Better, depending. What do we expect
It's
in the
hard.
future?
It's hard to know for sure. Many experts believe that this will join the existing coronaviruses that afflict humans. It will be like another common cold type virus. We've just now added a pathogen to the list of pathogens that circulate this. It's going to become what's known as endemic. It's always there in us. It's a little unclear still. Earlier we discussed how the virus might become less problematic as time goes by. You know, as it adapts to us and we modify it with our collective immune system, fighting it off. And so I don't think it's going to disappear. It will remain in the population. Hard, very hard. I'm not willing to forecast how serious it will remain as time goes by.
Oh, God.
It's going to have this current wave, which I think will be, there's a good chance it will be serious. And then we will have another wave or 2. And so in a few years, we'll know what the status of this virus with respect to us, like other viruses that affect us.
Do you think it's something we haven't touched?
Okay.
No, I mean, I think we've covered a lot of these. We've covered basic facts about the virus and what it is that we can do. We've talked about, you know, the prospects for pharmaceutical interventions versus non-pharmaceutical interventions, which we clearly need to implement in society. You know, we sort of benchmark the severity of the situation. We talk about
Good Lord.
really important. You know, we've covered, I think, the gamut of basic epidemiology as such as it is of epidemic or pandemic influenza. I think I'd like to end on an optimistic note. I mean, I think our species, it's not the first time.
It's already not sounding optimistic. If you're going to the species level,
Our society, it's not the first time I've been afflicted with pandemic disease. And, you know, I think we will see the other side of this. But
God!
a lot of working together to address it. I think it will take the full attention of our political leaders and of our scientific establishment. Our commercial sector is going to have to rise to the occasion to build more respirators and more masks than whatever else we need in order to confront the condition. And I think people on the street are going to have to adjust their lifestyle for a while in order to contribute to our society in order to confront this disease. And I hope that it's much milder than it could be. And there's a range of outcomes we can discuss. But I think it's on the milder end of that range.
That's why I hope that my current state of mind seems like an overreaction.
Okay, what the fuck just happened? God, really? He does another short jump?
Feeling was 9/11, where it's like, okay, this is a moment in history. So this is not life as you taken it for granted, year after year.
I think this could be a moment in history. I think in a few months
Good
from now,
fucking lord.
in the early spring or winter of 2020, the world was afflicted with a pandemic, and a serious pandemic. Pandemic, by the way, just means an epidemic that strikes all over the region. And a mild pandemic or a severe pandemic, that's a different topic. So I think we'll know within a few months, how serious this is. And, we'll all remember where we were when we first heard about it. Or, if it's mild, we'll forget. Nobody remembers very much about SARS and H1N1. Maybe it'll go that way.
Okay, well,
Thanks for doing a big jump that time,
yeah, no doubt.
Smurf.
Thank you, and I'll be talking about happier things at some point.
Thank you for having me again, Stan. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we continue.
And boom. That's a nice one.
I
Told you already, but live, I gotta tell you, that was a nice. It's very kind of Indiana Jones, but
It's not quite that. It's not quite copyright, yeah.
But it's kind of, you're like in the middle of that.
Yeah.
You're right the way. You're dancing on the edge.
Well, I have a really fat head, and so there's this website called bigheads.com.
There's a website for it?
A total website for
I
fat
gotta get my
headed
friend
people.
Bert Kreischer to have them. I put his hat on, I couldn't believe how big his head was. It was like an inch gap all around my head. I thought I had a big head.
Yeah, so did you know your head size? Do you know your head size?
No, I do not.
So it turns out if you know your head size, that
Oh, dude!
Sure. So if you measure the circumference of your head, just get a tape measure, like measure your waistline, but do it around your head, and take that number, divide it by pi, then that's your head size.
Oh,
Yeah. Just
seems complicated.
Fuck!
divide by 2?
Why can't you just like your weight, 32?
Motherfuck.
This is what your weight
Yeah, I know. It is what it is, right? Because why can't it just be the circumference, right? So what it turns out to be, so what that means is, if you divide it by pi, you're getting the diameter of the circle that
Fuck
has the
me.
same dimension as the circumference of your head. So if you have an oblong,
Well, that's my best yet.
then what it's doing is finding out what the circle is, the diameter of the circle that has that same circumference as your head.
Oh,
That's what that's doing.
Alright, I'll give it another shot.
That helps the hat make.
so I mean, it's like thinking about Dan Aykroyd and Saturday Night Live as a conehead.
Oh. Well, then you need a tall hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, I was like, you're still doing stand-up? That's great. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I caught you a few months ago. You were emceeing some MMA, was it? What was?
Well, I'm always doing that, yeah.
Oh, you always do it. Okay, I want to catch some of it then.
Well, I'm
I'm
gonna
trying
call
to stay
her.
in shape because I'm a fat slob right
You were ripped back in the day, man. I saw a picture of you when you were wrestling. I was like, yeah, Neil, you look good. You got some street cred back there. You exercise at all now?
No, I try. It's not that I don't have the energy to. It's trying to find the time.
Jazzy back in the day. Look at you, shredded.
Ooh.
How much did you weigh back then?
Oh, I was go on.
176.
No, I'm 6'2", so I'm 190 pounds.
Oh,
Exactly.
great.
That's big thighs and stuff. Other wrestlers that have skinnier thighs and things. So I was also taller than anyone I wrestled. So since we're the same height, it meant they had bigger muscles actually. So because we're the same weight, right? But did I say that right? I'm taller,
Right.
but we're the same weight. That means they have bigger muscles.
Right.
Because none of us have fat, right? So that long reach, you know, this sort of, I scoop an ankle, that kind of thing.
There's great advantages to having long limbs in martial arts, particularly in wrestling.
Yeah, also if you're quick and with long limbs, and I was both, but if they got me in their grip, it was hard for me to get out.
So, what kind of exercise do you need there?
No, that's bad. No.
Nothing?
No, I'm trying. I guess, yeah, I'm trying. When I'm in, I'm good. But I just...
Come on!
Yeah.
Nothing but me.
Oh my God.
That's the problem, right? When you become a little bit successful for your own
There's
good.
a lot of food documentaries, trying to get you to eat differently. So I thought I'd watch them all. I binged on them one weekend.
Oh my fucking word!
Hungry? No, one of the guys, he was trying to lose 100 pounds or something. So every 15 pounds he lost, he put a bowling ball up on the counter. And said, that is what I'm not carrying around with me. Whoa, the bowling ball was about 15 pounds. I said, wow, he's measuring weight in bowling balls. That's something. Because we say, oh, I'm 3 pounds less and 2 pounds that. That doesn't hit you emotionally the way a bowling ball does.
Yeah.
After you've lost 15 pounds.
Fuck.
No one wants to be carrying that around. So psychologically, I thought that was quite potent.
That is potent. I think we